The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Broncos and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's all up next.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east, and we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, the first of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. First play from the 25, and they'll throw. Open man is Davis. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he is going to have a Jets first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here, 1st and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jets. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Finding room at the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards. 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Up the middle they go. He'll manage only a couple. Cedric Gray there to bring him down. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, New York.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That caught by Davis. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Touchdown, New York. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll have a Jets 1st down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scale.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead, but instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs, and as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. He'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jets. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now a give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. They'll turn and hand this one off. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, right side. It's complete. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff here, up the middle. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now we'll get whistles, and they have signaled for a timeout. Curious there, not sure of the logic, but one stoppage with 5 seconds to go. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They are moving on in these playoffs They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round.